Over 1,000 women from Okuni community in Ikom Local Government Council of Cross River State are protesting against injustice on a member of their community who was allegedly gang raped at gunpoint while her husband was made to watch. According to the women, the barbaric incident, which took place last November, led to the arrest of one of the culprits who's been released on bail without further action. They're appealing to the current Commissioner of Police and other relevant authorities concerned to wade into the matter and ensure that justice is done.
Motivated by the pain of the past and fear of what might happen in the future, these women bearing placards and tree branches are on a peaceful protest. The women of Okuni community in Ikom local government area of Cross River State are demanding justice over the rape of one of their own. They say suspected gunmen invaded their community on November the 6th, 2017, beat up and gang raped one of their wives in the presence of her husband. Young and old, they feel the pain, chanting songs of solidarity. They move towards the police station where one of the suspects, who was identified by the victim, was allegedly kept but later released.
Our boys went to the forest where they have their cocoa farms. They slept in the night because they used to sleep there. They slept in the night, and in the midnight, these other boys from Abidjan came and knocked them. They opened their doors, quite all right. They brought out the husband, the men that were inside there, and started beating them. Then they took out their wives. They tied the husband, and then they raped the wife before the man.
We don't want that action again, and those people should be called to book. That's our main mission, that they should be called so that a thing like that will never happen in this land again.
The community's traditional council accuses a neighboring community of masterminding the barbaric act over a land dispute.
In the world of today that we are in, nobody has the right to rape any woman, let alone in the high forest. So the person who swept the rape under the carpet should be brought out, and the rapist should be brought by that person. We want justice. The rapist should be tried.
Our crew visited the home of the victim. The couple has not been able to get proper medical care for the woman since the incident because they have lost their means of livelihood.
I want the government to do justice because even the farm that used to sustain us, now we can no longer go there. We are here, we don't have any other way of surviving.
Around 11 o'clock in the night, so some group of boys from Abidjan just broke and entered inside the house, and they asked me to surrender myself, to cover all my eyes down.
The police promises to take a fresh look into the case and bring the perpetrators to justice in line with the laws of the Land Act.
Right now, the suspect has been arrested, but the Commissioner of Police has given a clear directive that proper investigation should be, done regards that case.
The group, in a petition submitted to the police command in Ikom and the local government council, are demanding that the alleged rapists be produced, along with the victim's original medical report, the gaps in the investigation explained, and due prosecutions carried out.
And now let's turn our attention to the health sector, and in Niger State in particular. Vesicovaginal fistula, or VVF, is a serious disability. It can be experienced by women after difficult childbirth, where an abnormal extension of the bladder leads to continuous leakage of urine. The most common cause of VVF is obstructed labor, early marriage, poverty, women's limited control over the use of family resources. It's a huge problem, especially for young girls in northern Nigeria, where there's a high prevalence rate. Now, in Niger State, the government is increasing efforts to help those living with the condition through corrective surgery, facilitated by private individuals concerned about the situation.
Over 800,000 women in Nigeria are said to be living with vesicovaginal fistula, which is equivalent to 40% of the global burden of a condition that affects over 2 million women worldwide. Figures released by Nigeria's national fistula analyst with the United Nations Population Fund, Dr. Musa Elisha, indicate that the northwest and northeast regions of the country bear the highest burden, where 85% of those affected amount to 680,000 resident women. In Niger State, the situation is not different, as there are an increasing number of women suffering from vesicovaginal fistula. Here at the Kontagora General Hospital, these women tell their different stories of how they became patients. Dr. Amina Bello, the wife of the state governor, visits the Kontagora General Hospital with a team of surgeons, targeting to operate at least 30 women for free.
80% of these women we have treated have been cured. But a lot of the problems that we have also is, one of the biggest challenges is that a lot of the women we see are women who have already had surgery before. And that makes success more difficult. Having said this, a lot of women believe that there are some spiritual things behind their problems. So you have to go beyond that to be able to convince women to come and get these services.
And that's where we draw the curtains for this edition of News Across Nigeria. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Olumide Macaulay.